What is going on, guys? We're back with another video. Today it is week 4 in season 2 of our 49ers franchise. We have a frustrated running back, and the reason why it's funny, if you haven't watched, is because he broke an NFL record last game. Oh my god, makes me up. How? I literally have to say no promises. I have to. Like what am I supposed to do? Little disappointing morale boost to the offense. How does his morale go down then? So we have some re-signings. I'm not going to worry about that right now, but we had a big bounce back, of course, against the Giants. Player of the week. If it's not Breed, I riot. Obviously there. I think we already knew that, and I'm just slow. But 81 overall roster going against the Bills, who obviously are going to be lacking a little bit. Matt Breida, not really off to a great start on the season, but that game alone puts him on par for probably the #1 running back in the league right now. Spin move +3, elusiveness +1. Not bad at all. We definitely need to get his spin move going. Of course, he's insane when it comes to cut move. Offensive line, Lamb had a better week, but I still don't trust him. But at the same time, who can you replace him with? Put Joe Staley back in there? I don't even know. This is a decent offense, though, and a defense that took a big hit. You know, Quan Alexander's hurt. The rookie Pierce, who has like 50 million upgrades, is hurt. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate the way these things happen. However, we're ready for these things, and we have backups in place, you know? So the new defensive lineup is Josh Jones playing middle linebacker, Bud Dupree playing left outside linebacker, which, I mean, I suppose it kind of works. Let's go with... It's going to keep him as a pass rusher, let's be honest. He's fast. We can use him. He's going to be just as good as the other guys. The other guys aren't great in coverage anyways, but at least Bud Dupree is very fast. And even, you know, 59 zone, not terrible. It's definitely not terrible. It's an okay team. I think even with the injuries, we should be fine. We should be fine. The Bills aren't super hard. We have the Redskins, the Cardinals. So we honestly could win 4 straight, which would put our, you know, motivation, our momentum to the roof. We adjusted the sliders again a little bit as well. So a long intro, but it, you know, kind of needs to be done afterwards. Pass blocking, I think, is fine. They still get pretty damn good pressure, especially if you go against an X Factor. We dropped the run block about 4 or 5. Pass block, we I think is the same. Might be a little bit lower. Run block for them, we bumped a little bit. Coverage, a slight bump. And I think this is pretty fine. All Madden, 44 QB accuracy. How does Jimmy even get the ball out without dying? In Buffalo, and I seen some interesting names because it looked like Evan Ingram was on their team. I don't know if he was traded for. Was he released? He's not usually a free agent right away, is he? I have no idea, honestly, but you obviously know this team. You know the names. The injuries are, you know, it is what it is. Injuries are injuries. But the main names, they're there. Those are the ones you care about. It seems like Blake Bortles may be the starter in Buffalo, though. Then again, they show the backups a lot for some reason. Yeah, the Josh Allen is the starter. I thought I seen Evan Ingram, though. It might have been someone else. Maybe it was, I don't know, Melvin Ingram? I have no idea, honestly. Breida, obviously the spotlight's on him. You know, you don't come from an NFL record-breaking performance like that and not have your eyes, you know, the eyes being focused on you. Of course, the Bills probably a bit better on defense than the Giants. I mean, that was just a smattering across the board. We knew it was going to be good coming in, but that was a whole another level of good and a bit better than good. We get the ball to start, and we are going to kick this off. The Jets are 2-1. The Patriots are 3-0, so see more of the Patriots. And here goes Mostert slipping through for a gain. You know, good return, good 30+. Now Jimmy headed into Game 4, not really turning the ball over that much, but also not really throwing the ball too well. You know, what, 220 yards per game-ish? When the run game is succeeding as much as it is, you kind of have to just let it happen. And Breida to the outside is going to get some room. There's no way. There's literally no way. Right out the gate, the stretch play, nobody can stop. We just have too good a blocking on the outside, apparently. And here, I mean, they look like they're pursuing the run, but they're on the wrong side, so this could be another big gainer. A good shed there, but, you know, they were out of position, gained about 6. Already 500 yards on the season. Inside, Pettis catches it. Would have had, is that Poyer? No, Micah Hyde all over him there. That would have been a bad one. 3 down lineman. We probably could run it if we really wanted to. Going to go with the play action and nobody in sight to block this free cornerback. 2nd and 16. Using their own aggressiveness against them, unfortunately, they can still get the pressure, even though it's not a run. Good blocking there, man. QT to the 22. Panicked a little bit in the pocket, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm not the chillest guy in the world. I know the videos would tell you I'm probably the coolest person in the world, but I get nervous too, okay? I'm only human after all. And inside, QT finishes the drive with a touchdown. Really good drive. Turn that horn off because it's useless. We just scored, pal. But we have, there's some guys. They're not great names, but there's decent names. We have like 2 or 3 backups. Josh Allen having, a similar season to Jimmy. Wouldn't say better or worse because obviously our run game is taking up a bit of the offensive stats. And obviously we're not complaining. So, Bud Dupree already, I believe, has a goal. He wants a sack. 20th sack on his career he wants. We're bringing him in there. Bud Dupree going to chase him down with a hit. Nice. First play, and guess who we're going against? Tevin Coleman. Starting to really like him there. To the outside, Sherman all over that. Lack of pressure once again, but still the coverage was great. He's actually probably their biggest difference maker on offense. And underneath, that's going to be a first down. Good play. Great job by Josh Allen there. We did what we had to. We got to cover down the field. And Fred Warner was out of position. I know Josh Jones is playing the middle linebacker spot right now, but that's kind of where we want him. Not really what's best for the AI team. Into the outside, Tevin kind of just slipped right past Colbert. I love how after we destroy the Giants, they destroy the Bengals. I don't understand that at all, but if you say so. Can't get there, and Josh Jones already has like 4 tackles on the game. He's going to have a monster couple of games with Quan out. Josh Jones was already technically a starter, but now he's like the main focus. He's the guy. To the outside, and the rookie White with a really great closing play. I believe Talib in coverage got burned. It might have been Jones, though, in fairness. But even, I don't know, I don't see Jones getting burned often when he's playing, so. Great play by the rookie, though. White just killing it, man. Late progression, and picked off by Tre'Davious, and he's got some speed. I think we didn't get enough air on it. I mean, I think QT was open. Really good play by him, though. He baited us in, used that speed to get back there. We're run committing. There's no doubt this is a run. Inside, Tevin really has nowhere to go. Talib playing free safety. I'm fine with him playing safety. I just don't think he deserves to play corner anymore. Josh Jones and company in there. Good stuff. Can we get off the block? We cannot. That could be a pick for the rookie. All over with the free safety and help. It's going to be an incompletion, but they will get their first points. Not a great start to the drive. 2nd and 16. Looking for Vernon Davis on the play action. Vernon Davis gets it. Last second, I saw Trev back up. Tre'Davious White has had a history with tight ends. Let's see if we can win one over on him. To the outside, a little late, but we got it to Kittle. Got to take what we can get. We got to start learning to do that. Goodwin is open. He's got the speed. First down has been achieved. Threw that pick, but overall we're still making great plays. Which is probably something that somebody that threw a pick would say. And I know it is because I just said it. You're going to take a shot to Kittle. And good try. There's just not a whole lot of risk there when you have Kittle. You might as well take the shot. If you're going to take a shot, you might as well take the shot. Play action look. Once again, really no one open. Need help from the running back. And that's going to be picked off the tip by Matt Milano. The offensive line is scurrying. Thank God for McGlinchey. That's unfortunate. It was an ill-advised throw, but at the end of the day, once again, it's a catchable ball. It's going to go down as a pick, but nobody's really getting open. The coverage so far has been almost locked down by the Bills. And there goes D Ford on the edge, getting the sack. Not a whole lot of sacks this season, so glad to see us finally getting a little bit of base pressure. We shouldn't have to run a blitz every single time just to get a little bit of heat, To the outside, and Colbert's got to blow that up. He has got to eliminate Tevin's head from his body. The first quarter is over, and I think we're going to come with another blitz. It didn't work last time, but it got him throwing it a little early. And Fred is just out of position again, man. Losing Quan is really starting to expose Fred's weaknesses, I think. I mean, look at how far off he is there. Getting burned for 20. I mean, just off the play alone, he got burned by 11. Don't get me wrong, we know the dangers of Tevin, but that's too many yards. Inside, Tevin slips away from 2 players and scores the game-leading touchdown, and there goes Tevin dead. I don't know who Josh thinks he is. Killing his running back. He finally has a little bit of a playmaker on his team, and he just murders him. Smart decision there, Josh. What the hell is that guy doing? Number 30. It's like he's a big fan of his, and he's just trying to do whatever he can to get a touch on him. It's like people at TwitchCon. Going inside. Once again, maybe we're throwing it a little early, but we've gotten sacked twice already. We've gotten picked twice already. I think it's time to start playing it a little bit quicker. And Kittle is wide up. Run a man over. Honestly, with him closing in, I'm just glad he didn't drop it. And they're on the wrong side. This is going to be a press, so I think we're going to have to automatically hand this off to Breida. And that's really bad blocking, but guess who? Goodwin. Something about Vernon. I just like throwing to him. And we are just about to throw it. I couldn't trust it. There was a lot of traffic there. And there we go with a sack again, man. Their pressure. The pressure has been insane so far. Looking inside. Could be Kittle. Going to take Kittle inside. Kittle is going to be down to the 1. Maybe a touchdown. And they're going to call it a touchdown. I think he's short. But it's an amazing play whether he scores or not. And they're going to call it a touchdown. Good play. Amazing. Right down the field. That's the one real game-changing difference maker we have. Breida's great, but sometimes he just gets stonewalled. But Kittle, you could pretty much count on him at any point ever, which is obviously a pretty big turning point for most teams when you can depend on a guy no matter what. And there goes a really big freaking move to the left. They're moving the ball with a little bit of success. D Ford off the line to leave in great coverage. Gets absolutely mossed, basically, by Cole Beasley. And even though we read it, they almost got it with the effort from Tevin. I simulated it, and they faked it, apparently. I can't believe that. Interesting. Oh, look at Josh Jones with the play. I need more water. Anytime I, haven't drinking water for a bit, you're risking the voice cracks. Let the jokes fly. Here comes the rookie. Getting burned right off the press. If you would have threw that at the corner with the speed of this rookie, you might have had that pick. It's going to be another 4th down. I might have to actually watch this one now. Well, we're finding the deep ball nicely, and QT actually holds on. We don't even need to call a timeout there, but we did. We're actually holding on to the ball pretty nicely today. Normally we don't catch nearly as much as we are. QT, hell, he dropped a wide open drag on his very first play in preseason. There goes good old Breida. Good cut move. Picks up the block. Slips again. Breida's a slippery little fella. Just give him a little bit of wiggle room and he could score. It's not there. There's nothing really there at all. We're going to throw this away. Late hit. Oof. Maybe a little bit of a late throwaway, but it was my choice. I'd have him ejected. And that press was not expected, but Kittle still gets open. Not only was it the press not expected, that ball was really poorly thrown. It was a super underthrown ball. 3rd and 1. Should really trust the run game, and we really should have because it's going to be a sack. Oh, I might have had Kittle wide open. That press on the inside really threw me off. At the half, we do have the lead, but it's not by a whole lot. Yardage, we have more, but we turned over the ball 2 times. We had been sacked 4 times. So really this defense of theirs, it's holding us as much as it can. The Bills' offense is obviously, by the naked eye, clearly not as good as ours, but their defense is definitely playing better than ours. Their pressure has been way better. And more importantly, they're baiting us. They're actually baiting the plays. What this defense needs is a clean stop. A 3-and-out to start out the second half would be beautiful. But Dupree with a huge hit. We called him on the blitz, so even though it was a run, he was ready to run after them full speed anyways. That speed and power is valuable. Oh, to the outside. That's great coverage by Josh. It's just a really good timing throw. It's going to be 3rd and inches. A little worried because obviously there's a bit of risk on this, but you have to bring the fellas in. And over the top, great find of the tight end. Try to get up there. Josh Jones not able to. I still have no idea why Talib's in so damn often. Inside, Amazing coverage by the rookie White, who's had a season. Somehow Cole Beasley is making these catches. Anytime I see Talibin, I might as well just blitz him because he's not going to be able to keep up with anyone. And the rookie gets burned again. Well, not again, but that one he got burned on. Are they listening in on our press conferences? Like, we were interviewed talking about their offense not being super great, and here they are coming out swinging. Huge throwdown, but still almost back to the line of scrimmage there. Oh, this changes things. Man your stations. This is an emergency. Back of the end zone. He has all the time in the world here. And Nick Bosa is going to get the coverage sack. Amazing job by the secondary and the linebackers. I'm going to throw a pizza party for these guys. I don't care. I don't care if we lose this game. Pizza party on me. Actually, how much am I making? Huge hit. Good job, Josh. Probably like 8 tackle Josh. What are Tart and Devin White fighting here? Kevin White, I knew it. It was one of the Whites, okay? We talking about who shut up your school. I'm sorry, I'm white, so I get to say it. I think. Probably not. The outside Mostert's had a chance, just can't do it. It's all right. Look at the yardage. Look at the score. This is a very close matchup. Goodwin, show that speed off for me. He's good enough. Wow, what a throw. Not a great catch, and the ball's gone. The ball had just been beamed into someone's forehead across the field. Rolling out. Gonna throw that over the line. It's gonna be overthrown. Why, Goodwin? I could have had about 4 or 5 yards, but I saw Goodwin one-on-one. I was like, maybe we can get him right sideline. Instead, he jump balls it. We lose 5 yards and the first down. That could be the play you look back on and think, that would have changed the game. What a throw. Believing in Kittle. That offensive line was great, and no. Don't you freaking dare, George. No way. Hell, forget about winning the game. We just lost the game. But if he's hurt long term, this season could be at risk. Job by Breida fighting. I mean, that's another playmaker we have, of course, 446. Haven't really run the ball much. Broken ribs. Okay, that's bad. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as bad as it could be. It could have been so much worse, I think. I think broken ribs are bad, but they're not. It's not like a season-ending injury, and Breida's fighting. He's still going. Oh, my God, he's a freak. As much as you guys wanted to say the run blocking was too high, look at what he just did. Ooh, good bait. Inside Vernon with a great catch. Didn't have the separation I would normally expect from Kittle, but definitely had the effort from him. Good stuff. And trust the blocking of Vernon. Not a bad run blocker either, so it's fine. Oh, look at the Red Seas. Don't get the first down, but here's our chance to maybe take a shot into the end zone. Nah, we're just going to get the free first down. Derrick Henry on the inside with one linebacker. Offensive line not really doing its job there. Derrick Henry, though. Under center, Derrick Henry, the extra blocker. You got to think they're probably thinking run. Great blocking, and we're going to take the quote-unquote sack. Go back to the double slants. Vernon sneaking in behind, maybe. Maybe early it was. The pressure was closing in, and if we were able to hold on to the ball, that would have been a first down. Actually, probably a touchdown to the outside, but we couldn't. We had to get rid of it earlier. And unfortunately, it was, crossing patterns. And that's just really good up the middle. This team is murdering us on our offensive line. Start of the fourth quarter, we have ourselves a pretty good game. It's a good one. Bud Dupree, maybe need to give him some help. Hell, give Sherman some help. Surprised Bud didn't murder him on the sideline there. No touchdown for Josh, but he's played very accurately. And they've done enough. This is a team that should really come in here expecting to lose. I mean, I'm really not even coming in here. We came in here. We're expecting to win, of course. Josh Jones in pretty damn good coverage all game. I mean, that's a late read. Again, no pressure in the slightest. Sherman, we're going to leave one-on-one on the outside. I mean, there's just nobody in sight on the defensive line. I'm not even blaming the coverage there. We brought 6 players. Where's the pressure? I got to see this. I got to start seeing this for myself. Both running backs go wide. Actually, we didn't get the DB in time, but still, it's a 5v5 and not a single person wins. No chance you win a football game if your pass rush is that bad. Both fronts are the biggest. Wow. Complete miss, and Tevin walks in for another touchdown. Both lines are the biggest things in football, most important things. At the end of the day, if you have a bad D-line or a bad offensive line, you're usually going to get destroyed in that aspect. And we had them, but it was so late there. And Oliver with a sack. Pretty much everyone across this front has had pressure. Vernon one-on-one. What in the world was that? The third pick of the day in the weirdest fashion. Davies is making elite plays, but what is this? What is this? What do you mean? Me up to the defense to make a play, which they've done nothing of the sort in the entire day. And they got the ball off too quickly. And he's in trouble. Finally, the pressure gets there. Finally, it wasn't the coverage that did it, you know? There we go. We're going to drop back, which is probably a really bad idea for this team, but 20 yards needed with this short of a field. I don't see how you can really screw this up. Say that now. Give it a moment. Give it a moment. I mean, it wasn't a first down, but it sure as hell was close. Going to go to the deep outs, looking for the outs. Not really looking for the post, but if it's there, it's there. To the outside. Perfect route. Burning him. Honestly, we're going to just try to avoid Trev White. He's been that guy today, and I'm just not about it right now. I know Pettis is a great playmaker, but can't do it. I'm sorry, Pettis. Unless you burn him off the line, you're not getting the ball. QT gets about 9, gets hammered, but it's fine. Realistically, this should be the last drive for us. Inside. There you go. One to beat. Breida's gone. Never mind. You take what you can get. When we're struggling as much as we have, Breida for a big gainer is definitely worth it. 57-yarder. Another 100-yard game, I believe, on a very minimal amount of carries again. Doesn't help that out the gate they get a big play themselves, but that's fine. You know, the clock is in our favor somewhat. And there you go. Is that Bud Dupree? Bud Dupree has been making plays. You brought the blitz. He succeeded. Really should start subbing him in more. Oh, this is bad. Back up. Zone coverage time. Can't have man-to-man across the board with this many linebackers. To the outside. Come on, Devin. Oh, come on, Devin. Devin, you got to make that play, pal. I know you're a rookie, and I know Tevin's a god, but still. Why do we teach Tevin so much? We taught him everything he knows, and now he's a god. Bud Dupree on the blitz. Oh, that's bad by us, but maybe not. His own guys get in the way. It's going to be a long field goal attempt or a fourth down. They're going to go for the long field goal attempt. We're going to try to ice them. You know, they miss this, is probably game over. And, of course, it's not going to count as an ice. What a great game. Nick Bosa on the inside. No, it's going to be a deep kick, and the wind is going to take it. What an attempt. But he's going to miss it by a little margin. Not much. Inside, though, Pettis finally wins, and Pettis slipping away for the first down. Good start on this drive. Potential game-sealing drive here. All right, Breida, you've been kind of an absolute freak the last few weeks, and he takes it outside. One to beat. He's going to outrun him, cuts him anyways, down to the 28. So there's going to be a 2-minute warning. The Bills have got to get a stop. They can allow one first down, and it's right out the gate. If not, they're going to lose. Not going to risk it. Derrick Henry runs through the guys, and I think that's going to be a win. Like, physically and realistically, the chances are pretty low. Never mind. Derrick Henry throwing a guy down, gets about 9 yards. Their run defense, not great, but better than last week from the Giants for sure. Probably not a great idea to go with the stretch, but they wouldn't expect it, and there it is. The game-winning play for Mr. Derrick Henry, 5 for 27, most of it coming on the final drive of the game. Our closer, if you will. A very slight 27-26 victory over the Buffalo Bills. I honestly expected us to steamroll them like the Giants. I was expecting like 35-17 or something. Losing Kittle sucks, but overall we got honestly shocked. We were surprised by this Bills defense. We started doing a little bit of, good on our defensive side of the ball as well, but for the most part, the Bills defense, it's been all defense. Their offense had, it had moments, but for the most part, it never was consistent. Obviously, running the ball was not their thing. Tevin played about as well as Tevin could, but their run blocking was terrible. Overall, it's still a good win. I know the picks kind of suck, but it wasn't really a bad Jimmy day. It was just, they picked the ball off. What else can I say? Coleman was 17 for 26, 2 touchdowns, 1.5 per carry. Breida 9 for 134, 14.8 and a touchdown. Derrick Henry 6 for 28, 4.6 per carry. Really good stuff. Receiving, no crazy numbers except for Kittle. And Kiki QT was all right himself. Defensively, sack totals, 2 for D Ford, 1 for Nick Bosa, 1 for Bud Dupree. Pick totals, we had nothing. Kicking, they missed 1, which obviously, I mean, we were down there, but it would have been a pretty big game-changing kick. I mean, who knows how the game ends if he would have nailed it. It was a tough one, I think, from 57, but if he hits that, the game definitely changes, no doubt about it. Real question now is, what do we do with potentially long-term injured George Kittle? I really brought Vernon in to be that slippery, fast secondary guy, but now he might have to be the starter. Broken ribs. How long we looking? 6 weeks. Wow. We're losing some players here, folks. We're not looking too hot. Luckily, we do face our bye week here, so, one more week without him, I suppose. Don't have to have him out as long, kind of. Still a pretty big loss. I think he is on a contract year as well, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe? Or is it last year? I don't remember. That's rough. That's a huge blow to the team. But we'll advance that after the week. Let's see what he said. I don't really care. Yeah, suck one. Sorry, Breida. You're killing it, but, I don't understand. Whatever. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel and you like the series, maybe subscribe to the subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you like it. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. But anyways, hope you guys come back for next video against the Redskins. But until next video, see ya!